What is going on, everyone? My name is Ken and welcome back to my channel. I really do appreciate it. Today we're going to take a look at the Akaso Brave 7. Alright guys, once again, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do things just a little bit different. We're going to take a look at the box first. Alright guys, so once again, we're taking a look at the box, and I just love the way Akaso did the branding for this box. To me, I love the simple design, the smooth edges, the way things are. I just love the fact that they did the box the way they did. Now, as you can see, when you first open the box, you have the man climbing up the mountain. They have some writing right there. I'm gonna be honest with you, I did not read all that, but once you open this little tab right here, I really love the way that they got everything numbered, so it'll let you know exactly what comes in each packaging. So if you decide you want to take something out, you know exactly which packaging it belongs to. Now, another thing I like about this particular box is the fact that it had these magnetic little things that actually let you know when the box is closed. All right guys, last but not least, it had this really good looking watch right here that allows you to play and stop when you're doing recording. All right guys, so now let's take a look at the camera itself, and now that I got it in my hands, the first thing you notice is this right here. It allows you to take pictures and also see yourself in front of the camera while vlogging. So for those of you who like to vlog, this is the feature you've been waiting for on the Akaso lines of action cameras, and I'm very glad that the Brave 7 LE has that. Now, I'm not sure what type of sensor it has in it. Akaso love to be very hush on what type of sensor they have in their camera, but I'm assuming this is a Sony sensor, just like in much of their other cameras as well. Now you also have a speaker right here, and you have a door for your HDMI and your charging cable. So I really like this right here, that they have the door there, so that if you're gonna get this wet, this right here is gonna allow you not to get water in that particular section of the action camera. Again, you have a spot for your quarter 20. Also here you have your battery, and I'm gonna get to pop this open right here, because this is also where you put your SD card as well, as you can see right there. Now, a lot of these doors are hard to open, but that's by design so that water will not get into it. So that's, for those of you who probably gonna look at this and they're like, wow, the doors are hard to open, that's by design. Also, it has a power button on the side right here, and on the top of the camera you have your mode and your play and your stop button right here, which allows you to also go through several different settings. So let's turn this on. So you notice that I don't have an SD card, but let me show you one of the things I really love about this action camera, besides that having a bright screen. Now, the negative about that, you cannot turn the resolution down, you can't turn the brightness setting down, you just have to stick with it. But once you swipe up right here, it allows you to go into all the different settings right here. You can go 4K 60, 2.7 to 60. It kind of reminds you of the GoPro style action cameras. I really do like that. It also allows you to check to go into the different quality of the camera that you would want. So you have a low, medium, and high resolution. So I really like that. Then you swipe down to get out of there right there. Now, it's very responsive to your fingers and your hand. I really like that. So you shouldn't have any problems navigating when you're using the back part of the screen. So yeah, that's pretty good. I really like that as well. So another good thing about this action camera is the fact that it allows you to go into a selfie mode. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna swipe down and get out of this, and I'm going to hold this M button down for about 3 seconds, and voila, you get a chance to see me right now as I'm filming this video from the front view of the camera. So that's good too. And if you ever want to take pictures, you just basically tap the M button again, and now you are in the picture setting, will allow you to take pictures from the front of the camera as well. So for those of you who want to take a picture yourself, you want to make sure you're in frame, there you go. You just tap that, and then it'll take you back into the video setting. So, and then you hold that once again, and now your video is back on the back 2-inch LCD screen. So I really like that. I really like the fact that they have that. I mean, you can swipe left to right to go from picture to camera. So I really like that as well. I mean, it's just a really well-designed action camera. I mean, again, it's responsive to your hand and your fingers. So if you're swiping up and down like that, you shouldn't have any issues. But one of the things I want to tell you guys to do first, when you first get your action camera, now, I didn't do this, you're gonna see this in one of the videos, is to go into your settings and get rid of your date stamp. So you want to make sure you do that, because sometimes it drives people crazy. I know it drives me crazy when you're watching a video. The only thing you see is that little date and always out of sequence. It never is in sequence. So yeah, you want to make sure you do that. So let's go into a setting and take care of that. All right, so when you in your video mode or your video section, when you can be able to select the resolution and all of that, so what you want to do, you want to scroll all the way up until you see date stamp, and you want to make sure that that button is checked off. Now, for those of you who like to have that, you want to go and set the date and all that stuff, that's fine. It's a little pet peeve of mine. I hate when I see videos and I see that the date is on there, and you're going to see it on mine, and I forgot to do that. But what you're going to want to do is go in and make sure you check that off, or either correct the date because it's not set correctly. So there you go. All right, guys, so what we're going to do right now, we're going to look at just the 4K footage that I shot with this particular action camera today, and then we're going to come back. Now, I like the 4K on the Akaso Brave 7 SE LE. So yeah, the 4K looks really good. I mean, honestly, I like it. For a budget-friendly action camera under $150, the 4K, the way the 4K look on this particular action camera, to me, is impressive. So right now, we're going to look at all the other resolution that I shot in with this particular action camera. And then we're going to come back and talk a little bit more and wrap it up. All right, guys, so this is an audio test. Audio test 1, 2, 3, 4. This is an audio test on the Akaso Brave 7 LE. All right, guys, so this is an audio test from behind the camera. Audio test 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, guys, so now I'm recording from the front of the camera. This is a quick audio test from in front of the camera. I'm in my car. Got the air on just a little bit. So audio test 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so let's talk about what I like and I don't like about the action cameras. First of all, I do think that the price range for this particular action camera, under $150, actually $140 to be exact, is really good for this particular action camera. The price to me is on par. I do think it's worth the value that you get. The 4K in this particular action camera is amazing. I really like it. For it to be a action camera in this price range, you cannot go wrong with the fact that you get a good quality 4K in this particular action camera, along with a front view camera that allows you to see yourself in frame and allow you to vlog with this particular action camera under $140. You can't go wrong with that. Another thing I like about this action camera is the build quality. The build quality is really good. Like I said before, it feels really good in your hands. The fact that they made some key designs, they kept these curved edges that I like, and the fact that it has two buttons up here that allows you to do what you want to do. They added a door so that water cannot get into it. To me, was really good. Now, is this camera perfect? No. So let's talk about some of the things I don't like about this action camera. Number one, I don't like the fact that you don't get 4K at 60 frames per second. To me, that's something that Akaso should have done. And particularly in 2020, with a camera like this, you should have added 4K at 60 frames per second that allows you to get stabilization as well. They should have included that into the action camera. The second thing I don't like about the action camera is the fact that on the front part of the screen, it is kind of dark. You know, you really, when you're vlogging with yourself, you're gonna see a video coming up next. You know, I do another video with this. It's kind of dark, and to me, that I really wish that they had to put more technology in the front part of the screen where it could be kind of bright so you can see yourself, so it won't be so dark. Another thing I don't like about the action camera is that it has one speaker on it. Now, if I'm missing something, I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna tell me, but there's only one speaker from what I can see, and the fact that it only gives you to a volume level 3. So if you're trying to listen to what you actually talked about, you may want to put this into a computer in post-production, because the fact that you won't be able to listen, hear what you had to say. And that I felt when I did it several times, I could not hear exactly what I was saying. And that drove me crazy, because you want to listen back to the audio to make sure that you actually got the shot or the video quality when it come down to listening to it. And I couldn't hear nothing. I actually had to put it in the computer to make sure I actually got some audio out of it. So I wish they had included that. I'm pretty sure that's probably going to be something included in a firmware update. And I've already asked them if they're going to be doing a firmware update. As of right now, they're not doing anything, but I'm pretty sure something's going to come where they're going to do a firmware update, and hope they address some of the issue. Now, 1080p at 60 frames per second is not that great, but it's usable. So if any of you like to shoot 1080p at 60 frames per second like I do, this may not be the action camera for you. It's usable, but it's not the best for quality at 1080p at 60 frames per second. So personally, me, I'm only going to use this at 4K setting at 4K at 30 frames per second. So to me, it's a great 4K camera that you can get that allows you to do a lot of things that the high-end cameras that you can use on this particular action camera as well. So I want to also address the fact that when shooting with this is not your GoPro or DJI Osmo. So it's not like that. So don't expect the Rocksteady or the GoPro Hyper Smooth when it comes down to your stabilization. So this is not that particular camera. If it was, it would be at that particular price range. So don't expect GoPro quality and stabilization with this particular camera. Not even some of the resolution, because GoPro and DJI Osmo have some of the really good stabilization and also quality when it comes down to shooting the action camera. This is meant to get you into the ballpark of what they're doing, but not put you at that level. So don't expect to have that type of quality coming out of this particular camera, because you'll get disappointed. This is just meant to actually give you an option other than buying something at that particular price range. This is meant to get you what you need to get by in order for you to step up and get something like that. And to be honest with you, this does a good job. So you may not want to pay that price range. I don't want to pay that price range, and I've done that on some action cameras, but to me, this is really good. This is going to get you by. This is going to do the job for you, particularly if you're using the 4K setting. All right, guys, so this is going to wrap this particular video up. I really do appreciate y'all for joining me. Don't forget to hit that bell for notification. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. I really do appreciate that. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and do all that good stuff. Check out all the stuff I have listed down below. There's going to be a link to this particular camera if you want to go out there and check it out on Amazon and purchase it for yourself. No additional cost to you. I really do appreciate you guys for joining me. And again, peace. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.